Good afternoon, my neighbors. I hope you guys are good. Hey, these days I have opinions on things, eh? I have opinions on things, bruh. So yeah, man. I just want to talk about, I want to what? I want to talk about Bushiri, hey? Shepherd. Bushiri. Shepherd Bushiri. Let me tell you something, okay? First of all, what I'm realizing. To all the Christians who know Shepherd Bushiri and who are following what's happening. Even if you're not following, if you're just aware of what's happening, right? Bushiri is a test, hey? Yeah, he's a test for the body of Christ. I believe he's a test for the body of Christ. He's an ongoing test. A lot of people don't agree with his doctrine and how he does his things. I happen to be one of those people too, right? But at some point I decided, you know what? I'm studying the Bible for myself, and I'm discerning the truth, and I'm just going to do the truth. It's like if I'm walking straight and then the truth runs out, or the truth turns right, I'm turning right. If Bushiri was on the straight path, I left him there. So it's like, it is what it is. So I'm not trying to say he's a false prophet or whatever, because I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? You know what I mean? I don't know. But now here's the thing. How are Christians behaving? He's a test, because check what it's revealing about each and every one of us who's sharing an opinion, or sharing a post, or sharing a meme. You know what I mean? Ukilabana, love your enemies. This is just, he's not really like an enemy, but I get it. That's those people who are like, nah, you don't associate me with that person. Okay? So it's like, not an enemy not a person it's just somebody you don't want to be associated with. Somebody who you're like, as in, when you're just out here doing your nonsense. And then now this person has fallen on some misfortune. I get it. That's the reality of it. This person has fallen on some misfortune. And it's embarrassing. Yeah, I can imagine. It's so embarrassing. He's out here. And then he got hype men. So it's crazy. So you can imagine this is happening in front of all of us. So it's very embarrassing for him and those close to him and stuff like that. Now us, who are supposed to be loving our enemies, right? We're rejoicing. I'm saying us, not removing myself. I'm saying us, because some of these memes are funny, right? Some of these memes are hilarious, bruh. In fact, some of them, I just have to scroll past real quick, because I'm not trying to dwell on it too. I'm like, okay, it's too bad. I just don't want anyone to have to go through that because of how it sucks. You know what I mean? But when I discerned he was what I thought was false or whatever, it was like, okay, do you? You're gonna end up where you end up. Let's check that, but not jealous, about all the nice things the guy had. And now we are finally happy that, hey, he's coming down to earth. Because he didn't deserve to have that fun, to have all those nice things. Because this is how, you know what I mean? And then some Christians will just throw in some verses about how the wicked and whatever and false prophets and all that stuff, while they're rejoicing. Yeah, that's what those verses are for. I get it. They're for throwing them in people's faces. So it's like, so he's a test for the body of Christ. the one who's aware of his ministry. He's a test for us to examine ourselves. Hey, all of us who are laughing, check what's amusing you. Why are you amused? Are you glad he's wrong about the prophecy, year 2020? Why are you happy about that? You know what I mean? Some of us, you'll find, we wish we were prophets. Some of us wish we were prophets. Some of us wish we could, just have that clairvoyance, to see into the future. And we'd get irritated when maybe if he says something true or we're skeptical, then we're happy that it's finally wrong. Check yourself. You know what I mean? That's how you examine yourself, basically. Check that. Okay. Some people are just jealous that the guy had money. And they feel like because he was stealing that money. But wait, was he stealing from you? So you are getting emotional for the ones he's stealing from. They are not adults, right? Because that's a concession. Those people who go to his ministry, they've agreed. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So if I'm staying there, that's like twice, thrice, shame on me. So it's like, don't get angry on my behalf. Some Christians are going to be like, no, he's doing wrong. And then it's like, it's okay for me to be angry at him. Really? Really? What's the only instance we remember when Jesus got pissed off? Well, one of the few, because I remembered another one. It was something different was happening. When he got pissed off, he saw people misrepresenting his father. So he got touched about the implications on his father. How anybody's behaving, how it's implying on the implications on his father. Father and the father's house. The father's house. And that's when he whipped the people. I don't think Jesus is the type of person to kick a person when they're down. And Jesus' whole thing was, you guys, watch me. All the things I'm doing, do them. What does it mean? It means how you think I would handle a situation. That's how you should handle it. If you're not handling it how you think I should handle it, why do you call me Lord, Lord, and yet you do not do what I tell you to do? So there's a lot of people who just love the idea of Jesus. It's like you're a great person. You're a dope person in history. You're a dope figure. I would like to be associated with you. And Jesus is like, okay, walk the talk. Crazy, I get it. Yeah, man, it's crazy. Yeah, so he's a test, man. Bushiri is a test for us. Yeah, check yourselves. I'm glad now, right now, when I see the pictures of like him in court and he's looking all defeated and stuff, all scared. I feel sorry for him. Actually, I hope he pulls through, and I hope the embarrassment and all that stuff, I hope he's learned his lesson. Good, it's kind of like, I'm not mad at the thief who lived his life in robbery and all that stuff, and then at the last minute got to go to heaven just because he asked. He was like, Jesus, please. And then Jesus was like, nah, don't worry, we good. I'm not mad at him. You know what I mean? He realized something during the whole process, and he was like, yo, something crazy is happening here. This guy, And I was like, And then she's like, nah, that's enough. Don't worry, that's enough. As we want Bushiri to atone, we want him to really feel it like, all those millions, the Maseratis and all that stuff, just because we couldn't get Maseratis. It's crazy. But hey, I'm just saying, examine yourself. You see, he's a test. That's how it is in life. That's how you check yourself, And when you know you're clear, first of all, when you're clear, you're not going to feel the urge to berate him. If at all you even glance at the situation, give your attention to the situation, that's not how you're going to come to it, So yeah, I guess this is just for whoever's going to listen to think about it. Because I'm seeing a whole lot of people are just doing things. And they're not really thinking about what they're doing means. Yeah. Alright, man. I hope you guys are good. Thank you for listening, and until the next epiphany. Ciao.